Robotic surgery, definitely a secular growth trend that I can get behind. Now, I owned Intuitive Surgical for a while and I sold it for some nice profits in 2022 to raise cash. I've been looking to get back into the stock, and in this video today, I'm gonna share an update. There's some news that's putting pressure on shares. The company released some preliminary results and a little bit lighter than expected, so I'm gonna show that to you, as well as look at some information about the company and a chart to show you where the stock could go from here. Is Intuitive Surgical stock a buy now? Let's take a look. So a little bit of quick history here on Intuitive Surgical. It was founded in 1995. The first Da Vinci system was 2000. They're on their fourth generation Da Vinci systems. In 2019, they released their Ion system. And I think there's a lot of growth potential for that area. So this is really cool. This is a picture of their first prototype in 1996. So from 95 to 2004, they were really working on that first prototype and the install. And it talks about their journey from 1995 to present. From 2005 to 2014, they started growing globally, and they're growing in more countries every single day. So that brings us to 2015 to 2020 and beyond to present day. And that's really about broadening adoption. I think there's a lot of different product segments and areas they can grow their business. So the stock is down about 5%. And again, it's made a really big run from recent lows. Intuitive Surgical sees Q4 revenue below Wall Street expectations. So they said preliminary fourth quarter sales came in below Wall Street expectations as a resurgence of COVID-19 in China weighed on procedure volumes. The company, which makes robotic assisted Da Vinci surgical systems, these are really cool. The company expects to report fourth quarter revenue of $1.66 billion, slightly below the $1.69 billion the analysts surveyed were expecting. They figure a 7% increase for the year. So still some growth. The growth has slowed significantly. So you look at this and say, I think it's trading close to a 70 P ratio. Is this something I want to buy at these levels? In 2022, the company said Da Vinci procedures grew about 18% from the prior year, which is strong. Company expects worldwide Da Vinci procedures to grow 12 to 16% in 2023. Throughout 2022, the spread of COVID-19 in various regions weighed on the company's procedure volumes. In the first half, the spread of COVID-19 in the US and Europe affected Da Vinci procedure volumes. Then in the second half of the year, COVID-19 affected volumes in China. Now looking at chart and valuation, it has bounced nicely. It's down about 4%, 3.76%. It got down to $255. And I'll show you a chart here and show you where it came from and where it could go from here. Of course, we're going to still have earnings coming out. This is this preliminary earnings. P ratio right now is a 69.14. It's a $92.26 billion market cap. Now, if you look at the 5-year on this thing's up 89.96%. And you can see over 1 year, it's actually down 20%. The 52-week low is $180.07. The 52-week high, $369, which is significantly higher than $261. Now, one of the reasons Intuitive Surgical carries a bit of a premium is because 75% of their revenue is recurring. So you think of software as a service where there's recurring revenue, 75% is recurring revenue. So you pay a big upfront fee at the hospital or the surgical center, and then you have to pay an ongoing fee to use that product. You can see the trend since 2015. The recurring revenue, 75%. It's grown from 70% earlier in 2015, 2016, and 13% compound annual growth rate. Now we're waiting on the updated numbers for 22, and we should be getting that in the next few weeks, I would think. But in 2021, they had 6,800 Da Vinci systems installed. That number's higher now. They had 8 product launches. They had 3 ongoing clinical trials, 4,500 trained surgeons, and so on. You can see the numbers. A very robust ecosystem, and there is some competition, but these guys are the market leader when you think of robotic assisted surgery. So better diagnostics. Here's some pretty impressive numbers here. 98% average 5-year survival rate for all stages of prostate cancer. I'm surprised by that number. 18% average 5-year survival rate for all stages of lung cancer. Now, Ion, I think, is an area that they could grow a lot. You can see 1 million plus in China, 200K in the United States, 300K in Europe. So next, I want to show you a clip here from Intuitive Surgical and show you Da Vinci in action. Now, before we go on, I need to announce this video is sponsored by The Motley Fool. If you'd like to see the 10 best stocks to buy now, visit fool.com/firedupwealth. A reminder, they don't tell me what to make, what to say. They're a great partner and they allow me to bring free content like this to you on YouTube, so check those guys out. You can also visit our private community and join us. We also have a Discord. Visit patreon.com/firedupwealth. Now, every Wednesday we do chart day. We just actually wrapped up chart day this morning. We covered 20 tickers that are picked by the community, by members of the community. Anytime you see orange, it's previous commentary, and you see yellow, it's today's commentary. There's no yellow because I'm going to give you the commentary by speaking to you. So we said be careful here. I mean, this got down to $180 here back in October, and it ran from $180 to $285. It pulled back $257 this morning. You can see here is about $255. I'll just kind of zoom this camera out here a little bit. So you can see it got down to about $254, $255. Now, I like this stock long-term under $250, but it is expensive, nearing 70 PE ratio. I like this thing a lot under $200, and this was the target I was telling Discord that I liked it to add. I did not add it at that range. No coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I would have liked to have added below $200. So the question is it going to come back to that price? Good chance it probably doesn't. You're going to get earnings here January 26th. So the end of this month, you're going to get earnings. I would want to see this. These are Fibonacci pivot points. I'd want to see this closer to 240 or even under it. It might not happen. So for me personally, this stock, I like it long term. If you own it, I think it's a hold. Is the stock a buy now? I say you have to pass, put it on your watch list. Maybe you'll get a better opportunity later. And if not, you have to look elsewhere. Now, if you're really bullish on this company and this stock and you have high conviction, maybe you don't mind paying $260 for it. Me personally, I'm going to pass right here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to get notifications. Drop me a like, drop me a comment. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.